But what I do have are a very particular set of skills. Skills I've acquired over a very long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you.
Welcome back to the Yanadameen Godcast. I'm Lord Jamar.
I'm Digga.
We got Fact Checker Rage in the back. DJ Fact Checker Rage, how are you, my brother?
I'm on it.
We got the whole team in the house. Sid, Johnny Fastlane, Corey. Got Cousin Craig is in the motherfucking house. Okay, Sharice, Omar.
That way.
Everybody up in this piece. Thank y'all. We here.
Nigga, we made it.
We made it. So,
What we talking about first?
what just passed, I guess it will be a
Actually,
little late, but for us, this was just the other day. We're going to talk about it. Is the motherfucking Super Bowl. Okay? Now,
I heard it was horrible. I didn't watch it.
I heard it was horrible too, because guess what? I ain't watched the motherfucker neither. Let's clap it up for that, Ray.
Clap it up for
Let's
the
clap
people
it up for
that are committed
fuck the Super Bowl.
to standing with Kaepernick.
What was I watching? I think I was binge watching episodes of True Detective on HBO.
Oh yeah,
With
that's
Mahershala Ali.
that's a dope series.
Good show.
Oh,
I've been
word.
watching
Good
it from
show.
season 1.
Yes,
Did you ever
season
watch
one,
season
indeed.
1?
Yes. Yeah, I think
Dope show.
first, I was really into season 1. Season 2.
Season 2 got weird with the ensemble detectives. I like the pair. Yep.
But I like this because he's black. So
That's
fuck with it.
right.
And
That's
I like Mahershala. So anyway, so I didn't watch it. I heard it was very boring, very low scoring. But what everyone was talking about, especially in the black community, was the halftime show. And the fact that Travis Scott and Big Boy from Outkast was gonna perform. And also the fact that Patti LaBelle, not Patti LaBelle,
Now,
Gladys Knight. Gladys Knight sang the national anthem.
Right.
And so everybody.
I think the whole event was underwhelming because normally when I haven't heard about any dope commercials. I haven't heard about any of the performances. I honestly don't, And I was actually present, while the Super Bowl was on. I just refused to pay attention to it because I just, I always felt strong about that. I'm not knocking the people that do choose to partake. I just feel like I'm committed to, taking this stance with Colin. And I saw, it was funny because I actually saw Moni Love tweet. She was like, wait, she said, wait, are we done being outraged? There's so many, every celebrity, every person in the entertainment industry is down here partying because the Super Bowl's in Atlanta. So they this is the most black I've ever seen the damn Super Bowl. The outrage is over? I'm like, nah, sis, they been across the picket, they've been across the picket lines, and I don't know why. And we talked about this a couple of weeks ago when I was saying how we gonna be mad at the performers but not mad at the players.
Right. Did we say that on camera though?
I
thought we said that
did.
behind.
No.
Okay.
No.
Cause that is some shit right there.
We said
you
it.
mad at the performers, but not the players.
So that originally that was my stance. You know what, everybody, stop being outraged and if they're not gonna stand up for themselves, then what's the point of all of us being so mad at everybody else partaking? But at the same token, I don't want to feel that way either. I want to feel like, yo, Like, is it gonna kill us to ignore the football for 5 minutes as a collective? Like, can we do that and commit to it?
So, apparently, in the midst of all of this, you know, the Super Bowl goes on, Big Boy does his thing.
Performs.
And apparently, your man, could you pull up exactly what he said, fact checker Rage? But your man CeeLo Green.
He said you got $100 million worth of
free
$1 million
press or something
worth
like that.
of free press.
Fuck
He said,
these fake
fuck
protesters.
fuck all them protesters.
Or fuck all these-
Fuck all them protesters. He ain't used the word fake, but he
Okay.
said, fuck all them protesters and something. Yeah.
Rage, is that exactly what we, can I get a quote exactly?
I'm gonna need a second. I gotta pull up my. Big Boy, yo Big, we riding with you, fam. Do that shit. Fuck these so-called protesters. You just got $100 million worth of press. I'll kill for you. Hashtag we the fucking fuck to death. Some bad language here.
Fuck them so-called protesters. To me, when I heard so-called, that sounded almost like fake ass in my mind. Like, you know what I mean? So that's why I said that. And then later,
For which he apologized.
yeah, I heard my
He
son and them
apologized.
hit him up and all kind of shit. I know Tamika Mallory got at him. I saw a post that she sent at him. And it was just like, yeah, but why say some dumb shit like that in the first place?
Especially in this climate. You know what I think bothers me?
And you used to be Goody Mob, like Goody
Real.
Mob?
Good die mostly over
Like
bullshit.
that was that conscious.
Yeah, Southern.
I loved Goody Mob.
Damn.
How?
I hate when one of our own says things out loud to almost validate what these racists and what these people who try to minimize our struggles and the things that we're fighting for. It's like they hear a black person go against it, and it's like, see, we're not crazy. Like
Right.
they are crazy. It's like like the equivalent of Kanye putting on the MAGA hat, things like that. It's like people don't be realizing like you're working directly for the people that are oppressing us when you do shit like that. And every single day somebody else
It's
says
coming out
something
to
stupid and
reinforce
does something stupid.
the bullshit.
Let me ask you some trivia.
Segue to Liam Neeson.
I was just gonna say that. That's a segue to Terry Crews. Segue to Terry Crews.
Shit like that.
But let me ask you some trivia, Diggy. You think Andre 3000 would have said that?
Do I think Andre 3000 would have said that?
Just some trivia.
Possibly.
He might have said that.
I mean,
He seems a little more, I don't know, together.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. My favorites are becoming more and more problematic by the day. Yo,
Oh wait, are you saying what he have said? What CeeLo said?
Yes.
I mean, he did.
Andre.
He didn't.
I think I'm also asking would he have performed with Andre 3000.
He didn't.
Well, he didn't.
He didn't say nothing. He didn't perform.
This is
he,
true.
He ain't riding for his other
And he
half.
doesn't believe if they could have got Outcast, they would have got Outcast. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? Like,
Right.
and they would have ponied up a whole lot more money to get Outcast.
I think there was talk that they
Than
did
just
try
Big
to-
Boy.
And that's no disrespect to Big Boy.
Nah,
Big
but
Boy
that is what it is. Like
fresh.
the
Big Boy is legendary, but
franchise is Outcast. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, even above Andre.
and,
like,
you know, and it almost seemed like the Super Bowl this year did the most to pander to the black community. Like I could hear from the other room. There was like. I could hear like a church choir. It took everything in my power to like,
Wow.
like I'm literally like doing everything looking away from the TV, but I hear church choirs. I thought I heard a Cardi, so she must have been in a commercial somewhere. It's like I heard all the black stuff. I'm like, wow, that's an awful lot of black stuff.
So in order to segue to Terry Crews, we have to first
Start with
speak
Liam.
on Liam Neeson And this motherfucker,
Arguably one of my favorite actors.
this
Yeah.
was one of your favorite white boys, huh?
So
White Con
She
Jim,
loved it, her some Liam Neeson,
I
didn't
love
you?
Liam Neeson.
You wanted to get taken by Liam Neeson,
Nah, I
didn't
wouldn't
you?
say all that. I wouldn't say all that. Mel Gibson and Liam Neeson, like, it's just back to back on me, like, damn. So
this motherfucker apparently, I don't know how long ago this was.
it was 40 years.
40 years ago?
It was 40 years.
Oh, so this is before he was even.
Yeah, it was 40
All
years.
right, so 40 years ago, he finds out one of his white girlfriends got raped by a black man. Not just a black man, a black bastard.
A bastard.
A black bastard.
Emphasis on the second A. Bastard.
So now, this motherfucker was so enraged. Ooh, he was so enraged that what did he do? Not just one night, not 2 nights, not 3 nights, for a whole motherfucking week. This nigga went out into black neighborhoods just looking for a nigga to fucking.
With a metal kosh? What was the instrument? A kosh? Could we double check that?
I don't know what he
it was
had.
some
All
shit that
I know
had to
is
Google.
this nigga thought that he was gonna kill. He was looking for provocation to kill him, a black bastard. Because he was so enraged by the rape of this white woman by this black bastard. And he went out for a week like this.
And I literally spent like 36 hours straight on Twitter.
Now, but
Arguing
before
with
we move on, and
Kosh, C-O-S-H.
Yeah, kosh.
and what is a
Metal-
kosh,
a
fact
metal
checker?
kosh.
Oh, okay, that's coming.
What is a kosh? Because I know kashi is like a healthy cereal, but
Nah, I think
what's a
it's- I think
kosh?
it's equivalent of like a metal pipe or something.
Kosh, a thick, heavy stick or bar used as a weapon, a bludgeon. It's also a verb. Hit someone on the head with a kosh.
Wait, so he was out here
With a metal
wanting
kosh.
to bludgeon niggas to death.
Yep.
Like he didn't even want to shoot nobody. He didn't want to stab nobody. He wanted to kosh a nigga to death. He wanted to bludgeon the motherfucker. Like, this is the rage that he felt.
So naturally he got backlash, and then what happens?
But hold up. Wait. Let's not.
speeding?
Let's
I'm
not.
speeding?
Yeah. Let's let this marinate for a second. So suppose this white girl got raped by another white man. Would this motherfucker have been out searching for random white people to bludgeon and kosh?
I said that was my argument on Twitter.
Like,
Because a white person, tried to white explain to me, well, if the tables were turned and Denzel said that about a white actor, would there be a white person? Would there be, this much outrage? I'm like, oh, because Denzel would never. Okay, that's number one. But
he'd
number
never
two,
be dumb enough to say it out loud,
and number
whether he ever thought it or not.
And number two, I'm like, first of all, we as black people can think of something every day to be pissed off at a white person about, or if we want to, or not even just, from a prejudice standpoint, just thinking of some, forget, the past and our ancestors. We can look at the news today and get pissed off at cops and white people and watch
judges
them pull out
and
guns
senators
on
and
kids
congressmen.
and all of this. So yeah, if we felt that way and decided to act on it, we know what the ramifications are going to be to us. So we're not going to move like that. But the fact that Liam, damn, I actually shed a tear when your wife died, bro. I was there with you. With Vanessa Redgrave's daughter. She had a skiing accident.
She fuck with him like that.
She thought
She's
she
like
was
Vanessa
okay.
Redgrave's
3
daughter.
days later, she died. died from internal bleeding. I saw the pictures at the. I was there with you, bro. Yo, I fuck with Liam.
But Digger,
Come on, talk to him.
Fucked with you, Liam.
Digger.
The fact that you really went out here with a Kosh looking for one of my bros.
Trying to bludgeon niggas.
Oh, that hurt. Oh, that hurt my heart, bro.
Trying to bludgeon niggas.
That hurt my heart, bro. That hurt my heart.
So now
I
he
want to say
goes.
something real quick.
Go ahead.
Digger, if I may dig a little deeper. Oh yeah. It's on deck.
Nigga, you was waiting.
It's on
You
deck. Yeah.
Hey, good job. No. That was a perfect use of the pang.
No, seriously.
Good fucking job.
But wait, no. I have a serious point.
Okay, good.
We gotta make sure we flesh this out. When white people show that kind of vitriol and go into that type of language and behavior for us, it's also based on a primal instinct they have as seeing us as animals in the first place. What's the dude from Lethal Weapon? Not the white guy from Lethal Weapon.
Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson. Sorry. When he
was another one.
See, when he got mad at his wife, whatever, he said, "I hope you get raped by
a pack of
A
niggas.
pack.
wild
pack of
niggas."
niggas.
A pack.
A pack.
Like, yo, I never heard a description like that. Like, I've heard a bunch.
I had to
a gang.
Ice because of it.
Like, yo, I hope you get raped by a gang of niggas, a bunch of, he said a pack.
A pack.
Like, that animalizes it immediately.
Right.
Like, a pack. Like, that sounds like wolves. Like, I hope you get raped by a pack of ornery niggas.
But listen, to be fair, Malcolm X did the same thing. You remember when he made the statement, in terms of not picking out particular characters? He said, listen, if your baby get bit by a snake, you're not going to go out in the yard and find which snake bit him. Any old snake will do. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's par for the course, man.
I mean,
Something about a snake just seems more dignified than being some sort of a pack animal.
I get the thought process. Like I get the if I was to go into the movies and watch Roots or something, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna look at the first white person I see with an attitude. Like I get the energy behind it, but it's another energy to physically go out on a hunt for a week straight. Actually,
a week.
You know,
it's not like a day. Like you might have bugged out for a day.
Yeah, like people treating it like, oh, it was a temporary mental lapse. Like, no, bro.
Wow. Listen, if he did it that's what I'm saying. Like, if he went out that day and was like, fuck that, and then he just came home and he was like, yo, you know what?
You gotta wake up in the morning,
man. I was bugging. But
like,
this nigga woke up the next day and still battery charged. Went to bed. Next day, still going. This nigga had his Energizer Bunny on.
Bro, you did that for 7 days straight. Like I get the thought. I get the even the first day. Your man's get shot. Yo, fuck that. Anybody can get it. I get that.
Who was this to you anyway? Who was this to you, man? It was not even like your sister or nothing like that. Like, who is this guy?
But what was?
Did you even fuck her?
What was interesting?
Did you fuck her?
When he was telling the story, I don't know if you picked this up. He asked her, "What color was he?" Did you pick that up?
Right.
Cause she ain't just
offer it.
He said what she looked like.
She got raped.
He asked her,
"What color was he?"
Yeah, like he specifically asked what color.
What fucking color was he?
So it's like,
wait, don't fucking tell me it was one of those black bastards.
I don't know, Liam. I don't know.
Oh, you know, I'm going straight to the fucking pub. I'm gonna find me a black bastard.
No, like damn, bro, you went out for a
Who was it
week
that said? I think it was
with a metal Kosh.
Nick
About
Cannon.
to unleash a particular set of skills on a brother. No,
Nick Cannon said, Nick Cannon said, see, now you fucked up when you went to the pub. He said, niggas ain't at the pub. Like, that's why you didn't find nobody, motherfucker. You weren't really trying to look for niggas. Because if you really was looking, you would have went to the club, nigga.
Right.
You went to the pub. So ain't nobody ain't no niggas at the pub.
Nick Cannon, yo. Yo, Nick Cannon a funny
Yeah, he is
motherfucker.
funny.
What-
He is a funny
We don't give
motherfucker.
Nick Cannon enough credit, yo. That
He
nigga-
actually was
that nigga's ill, yo.
he was filling in for Wendy and shit.
He said he went to the pub. He ain't go to the
Yeah,
club. That was
yeah.
that
That's
was
where
a
the
bar.
niggas is at.
That was a bar.
But so okay, so now this is what
Now-
leads us to Terry Crews. Tell us
Now,
what
fast
Terry
forward.
says.
Fast forward to Terry, who, you know, for those of y'all that may or may not know, he
Look at
is
this
he
one.
he has been indoctrined into
Yeah.
the, you know, as the official male spokesmodel of like the Me Too movement, and
Who does that?
his purpose is to denounce toxic masculinity.
Oh, no.
So, he's basically having these discussions, aligning himself with this movement. But in the case of Liam Neeson, he said, and I don't know verbatim, but he said something along the lines of, as a human being, you're going to be your best person, you're going to be the most evil motherfucker, and you'll be the best motherfucker. And Liam is just simply telling a story of a fork in the road. Like, it was so poignant. It was like, okay. But you want to slap the shit out of D.L. Hughley? Oh. Okay.
Starting to see a pattern here, like
Okay.
it's like when a black man, he will just find all kinds of excuses not to go in on a white man. White man could come up to you and grab your fucking, your man meat in front of your wife, but you're not gonna do nothing. This motherfucker talk about he was out hunting you and all your motherfucking family members for a week straight, but you gonna find an excuse for this motherfucker. But as soon as D.L. Hughley, who is a black man, just mentioned the fact
he made a joke
made
about
a
something.
joke about
A comedian made a joke about
right,
it.
about you getting your man meat
now
touched.
you wanna
You
slap the
threatened and
shit
talking
out of
about, oh yeah, would I be wrong if I slapped the shit out of you for
Wait, and time out. Isn't he supposed to be denouncing toxic masculinity? Why are you trying to slap the shit out of people, Terry?
Because it's okay
I'm
when
just
it's against a black man, but when it's against the white man, you see,
You don't
it's
want
just
to
like
lose your place in Hollywood, and you don't want to lose your job. You don't want to.
I mean, he's not the only one.
You don't want to look
He's
a
not the
certain
only
way
one.
around folks. I mean, I get it. No, and not for nothing. We as black people in general all have that. All have to be mindful of that. When a person at work offends, how many white women, they touch our hair and shit. You want to really slap the shit out of them, but you can't do that at work. Or, they just say the most offensive shit ever, and it's just so natural to them that they don't even realize they're being offensive. But we all, just as black people in general, we all have to show some kind of restraint because, for one, folks may or may not want to lose their job, and two, we don't want it with the police. So a lot of us do show restraint. Unfortunately, a lot of the ones that don't, we see what happens on the news, and even the ones that are completely innocent, minding their own fucking business, they're getting bullied into situations where unfortunate things end up happening. The outcome don't be so good for them. So,
Jamar, I got a question.
What's that?
Where's the bag? Like, you saying Terry Crews has been appointed in some type of Me Too representation. There's got to be a bag somewhere in the Me Too. Where y'all think the bag is coming from in this whole movement?
Where's the bag coming from?
In other words, like obviously there's some money being generated.
There's
I
plenty
mean,
of
I
bags.
don't
We
know
don't know.
if that's an official title of his. I just, but that is what's happening. Like, there's been a lot of criticism about him and that particular situation because he's been denouncing people that are questioning why would you let something like
But
that
there's got to
happen.
be some
The people that are
charities popping
questioning him,
off, some
he's
societies.
calling them,
know what I mean?
toxic men.
There's some grants out there somewhere.
Oh,
some
I'm
charities, you know what I'm
sure.
saying?
There's absolutely some grants
And
and
even-
charities, and there's jobs.
And yeah, I was gonna say,
Isn't he the
even if it's not
isn't he
official,
the host of
right. Even if
America
it's not
Got Talent or some shit
even
now?
if it's not official,
Yeah.
take this check.
Right.
It's a job.
Right.
you know.
Like the fact that he's working and getting money right now, those are things that they can throw to you. Listen, you do this, I got you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you're going to get this paper. We're not going to leave you high and dry
And
as
can
long
I
as
be
you rep
honest?
for us.
Even before even before I really got into the Liam story about the Kosh and got to that part about him searching for a week, how about I'm getting fucking tired of seeing black man and rape in the same sentence. It's like, okay, R. Kelly. Okay, here comes this new Michael Jackson documentary. Oh, okay, Chris Brown. Oh, never mind, it wasn't him. Oh, okay, it's like
That's American as
a
apple
black
pie.
man,
Right.
a black man raped my friend.
That's
But
Americana.
look,
Right, but America-
in small print, but it was 40 years ago.
The biggest rapist in history, and now you want to point out all these black men that's raping. Listen.
I was
So-called allegedly, supposedly.
So I got in my bag on that. And then when I was like, well, sometimes things be clickbaited. Let me listen to it. Then I listened to it and heard bastard. Like, oh shit. He trying to kill a nigga. Damn.
Well, listen, we're going to go
With
to
his
break.
particular skill.
What is
Listen,
particular set of skills?
We're going to go to break, but before we go to break, if you'd like to go donate to the show, go to cash.me/$Yanadameen, patreon.com/Yanadameen, or Yanadameen.com. We appreciate you. Also go to hoodg.com. Support us with the gear and all of that. Portions of the proceeds go right back into the show so we could bring you what we bring you at a high quality. Rage. We out.
Brooklyn's historic The Black Lady Theater is now taking bookings. Host your next birthday party, concert, networking event, baby or bridal shower, wedding, art show, gala, corporate event, live stage play, audition, and so much more. At the one and only The Black Lady Theater. Mention code GODCAST for 15% off your rental fee. Code good for the first time customers only. Valid for a limited time. Call 718-771-0900 to book your event today.